What was your character on Boy Meets World? I'm sorry.
My character's name was Angela.
Angela, and I remember you thoroughly
Or
like
slash the black girl.
the black girl. I was like, she has a black girl because when you popped up, I was like, damn, she cute as hell. How did he get her? I was like, oh man, like what the fuck?
Oh man, come on, bro.
And no, I'm saying how did he get her on the show?
Oh, on the show.
Not you. Him. The white guy. I was like, how did that guy get that? Where did she come from? I was like, what?
You know how you got her. You dance. You probably say like you're good at things.
No. He thought I was talking about him. No, I'm talking about on the show. I was like,
Yeah.
how did that white dude get her?
Yeah.
Like, what? And they made her. And you said that it was rough. It was tough, huh?
It's a bittersweet situation, you know. I can't say that it was always so horrible.
Right.
But it was very interesting being on a set. Being the only other black person on the set was the one lighting guy. And actually, thank goodness for him, because I was always being, having to being lit was a little longer when I was in a scene,
Right, because we absorb.
We absorb, and
they reflect.
Bounce, yeah.
It bounces off.
Whenever I take pictures with him, I always end up looking like the darkest, like way darker than I am. I'm fading into the back. But anyway, it's the thing of everybody in the world, and especially in America, is dealing with the decolonization of their minds. So when I'm dealing with an all-white cast and a bunch of teenagers, and I was actually 10 years older than them.
That's crazy.
So,
because black don't crack.
There you go. Talk about it.
Yeah, go ahead.
But, so I was older than them, and it wasn't that they were particularly racist. They were just particularly uneducated on race, as most white people are. They don't have to know about us.
No, they don't.
The particular instance that I had, when I got angry one day, 30 years later, and I tweeted about them, and then 3 months later the press picked them up. They weren't even about racial instances. They were about instances where I really felt dissed. And now I'm seeing, imagine you feel dissed. You help a show get successful. When I got on the show, the ratings were in the 50s. I got on the show, they aired an episode of mine, and it jumped to 17. That's what black people do when we get into these situations. We do elevate it.
Yes.
And that is factual of what happened. So, years later, I'm seeing them, the show is getting this cult following, and everyone's doing well. They're going around cities making money. And I'm like, you were an asshole to me. You didn't even speak to me then. You were the ass. Now y'all just going around picking up money. And it's like the whole vibe of it's okay to leave the black girl out, or she's invisible no matter what the contribution is. It may not have been a conscious racist thing, but they were raised to be at the forefront, to be at the forcenter, and to not have an afterthought of how you got there. So when I saw that, I'm like, I was pissed off on that. I'm like, y'all running around making a whole bunch of money. You call me Aunt Jemima, boo. And the way that happened, it wasn't a thing like Wilford Dellett said it. It wasn't a thing like he was in a racist, I'm gonna call you Aunt Jemima. He thought it was a real funny joke to say. And it just wasn't funny. And it really is because the more and more that I talk to Will as an adult, because we're actually cool, very cool now, I realize even now the things that come out of his mouth are due to just such a lack of education on Black America. And it really is not his fault as a child. It may be his fault now as an adult not to know better, but does it really behoove him? Does it really matter? Does it matter for any white person? I can't really blame him for that. But those were the rough spots. It was real weird. I mean, being the only black person.
How were you and Ben Savage? All right? Were the Savages?
I didn't like them. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Hey,
I could.
Savage is their last name. Savage.
They're not.
So Ben was a dick.
He was.
He was a dickhead because he was his show. It was successful.
Yeah.
So they probably was like, and then you had Ben Savage on Wonder Years.
Yeah.
And they were killing it.
Yeah.
And so they were both assholes, huh?
They were
Damn.
assholes, but you know how they did it all was in always a real jokey kind of way.
Yeah, of course. Oh,
So you gotta
what's it
kind of
called?
accept passive aggressive.
Yeah.
Like I remember one time Ben, oh God, it's bad to say, but I remember one
I
time.
wanna
hear that shit.
It's not so horrible.
It's
but-
podcast.
It's just Godfrey.
That's all.
It's just Godfrey.
Just tell
We
that.
can do Club Shay Shay next week.
Yeah, yeah.
No, I didn't do it. Like one time, I had a couple of really weird instances with him in particular. But I remember one time he was like, "You're the D. I'm the boy in Boy Meets World." And he'd look at like the other two people, because we always do the four of us, me, Topanga, Sean, and him,
Yeah.
you know, and he'd be like, you might be the W, you're the O, and Trina, you're the D, but I'm the boy. You know, he would really say shit like that. And, you know, and I'm
Damn.
10 years
He's
older
like
than
Apocalypse
them.
Now.
So I'm
What
like,
the-
who?
the boy.
Like, come get these kids was my mindset. Like,
Yeah.
who is letting these kids just walk around like this to grown-ass adults who have done major movies like me? You know, I had really had the credits to be there.
Right.
And where, you know, Danielle, God bless her soul, she did a Barbie commercial and a Full House episode before she got that part.
Right.
You know, and I had paid I had been on every black sitcom. I met him on an action movie with Stallone. I mean, it's
What's
not
that
like
movie? What movie is that?
Daylight.
Daylight.
Oh yeah,
Daylight
yeah.
Song.
Oh, with the tunnel shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I play the bad guy.
Shit too.
Yeah, I'm the bad guy.
Oh yeah, that was. I remember you, motherfucker.
And y'all was at work
I'm trying to kill
fraternizing.
him.
That's how you wound
And you were at the tornado one too, the twister one, the what's that, the volcano.
Volcano,
Yeah.
right.
Oh,
Yeah,
yes.
that was me. Yeah,
Yeah,
yo,
volcano.
I
On
tell
top
you.
of the fire
Yo,
truck.
there's so many.
So
Yeah.
many random movies, bro.
There
Like,
we
that's
go again.
hilarious.
Action scenes.
Yo, I forgot about
so
Volcano.
all of that, you know, and here and this guy, I actually like screenshotted the guy from Boy Meets World. He goes, many times in my life, he was with Ben Savage. Many times in my life where I've been propositioned to get a huge role, I've lost my agency because I went to the hotel room, which I can't believe they would send me to.
That's
of
Matt talking.
Of a very prominent, like Oscar award-winning director who showed up in his robe. He added that the unnamed director asked me to take my clothes off and said he needed to take Polaroids of me.
Yeah.
And that if I did X, Y, Z, he would be the next Marvel character. I didn't do that, and my agency fired me because I left this director's room. A lot of these stories, a lot of my other male friends have gone through with both men and women in this industry, but there's a double standard. Yeah, it's like, yeah.
Well, you know, if you look at the boys on Boy Meets World, Matt Lawrence, Will Friedle when he was young, Ryder Strong, they're all very pretty boys.
They're pretty boys,
They
yeah.
were in Teen Beat. I mean, they all are fonder for that mind, you know. And I know that all of them have gone through whatever they've had to go through.
Yeah.
Like
You
Justin Bieber.
Yeah, they were all good-looking kids. Like
Yeah.
little good kids.
Yeah,
Really
yeah,
Yeah.
look at them
good
right
kids
there. Yeah.
that, you know,
Yeah, Bieber been through a lot.
You can see that they were touching Bieber, kissing him, and doing all kinds of shit. And then Diddy
Grown-ass-
going, "Yo, we gonna hang out and get buck wild." And
Yeah.
Bieber's like, "Huh, what?"
Yeah. Well, I don't think anyone on Boy Meets World has been touched, but I do think it was around us. And, you know, I don't.
Darius
really-
McQuarrie, remember he said, "Hey, everybody been touched."
Yeah.
Somebody got
that's
touched.
what Darius said.
Yeah.
Darius said it online. He's said it online. He's
No,
like,
he said online.
everybody-
I think when
Dead
people
ass
are
serious.
touched, there are really obvious signs that they're touched. One of the signs is gay, hey, behavior all the time, you know, going into joking to be gay a lot is a sign that you've been touched. From my point of view, being in the business, men who tend to go out and have a lot of babies with a lot of different women, that to me, like a Lil Wayne or something, is usually to me a sign of someone who has been touched. They can't really commit or commute with one woman.
Wow.
You know,
there's all those that psychotic shit.
there's
a lot's
stuff that
going on
comes
there.
out that
It's
they
like
do.
it's some
yeah.
disease almost. you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah, yeah.
Godfrey.